How to audition for Disney. In this video, we will discuss not only how to audition, but how to audition for movies, how to audition for television, specifically Disney-related projects, that is, and we'll cover other important aspects of the acting business and knowledge you need as it pertains to working with Disney in any capacity. If you're just starting out and wondering how to become a professional actor in Hollywood, this video will have some real value for you too, so stick around even if you're not only interested in Disney work. I'm Daniel Brea. I'm a producer and director here in Los Angeles, and I help actors and media creatives and filmmakers take control of their finances, of their creativity, so they can stop depending on others and gatekeepers for their career. So let's dig right into this. The first thing I want to address is that Disney is a massive, massive collection of companies and brands. So when you ask the question of how to audition for Disney, it really requires more specificity. This video will cover how to think about it from a big picture perspective. We have another video on the channel that breaks down how to audition from a technical and more universal standpoint, so definitely check that out. And the importance of strategy video that we have here, it's called The Importance of Strategy, or A Strategy, is also an important one for you who are pushing for more opportunities to work with Disney in the acting business. So ask yourself these questions first. When you wonder how to audition for Disney, are you a child trying to land a role on a Disney Channel kids show, like a TV show, or a role in one of their theme parks as a performer, or an actor on a live traveling show, or perhaps you're an adult wanting to audition for their live-action family movies? Take into consideration that Disney owns several brands, from 20th Century Fox, all their film projects, all their TV shows, including The Simpsons and stuff, that's one of their brands, to Marvel. The Marvel Universe belongs to Disney. ABC Television belongs to Disney. They just bought Hulu. Lucasfilms, which includes Star Wars, is owned by Disney. The makers of classic Disney films, of course, Walt Disney Animation Studios, and literally tons of others, including all their theme parks and everything else. So there's other things like ESPN and Nat Geo that we're not going to get into, but they are a massive, massive company. So the most important question to ask yourself when wondering how to audition for Disney is, which part of Disney specifically are you wanting to audition for? Then you're going to want to consider that perhaps one of the most important things that Disney, that makes Disney and all its brands Disney and Disney brands, is their strict adherence to the various brands' identities. And this is where you need to start paying close attention, because it doesn't matter if you know how to audition in a technical sense if you don't fit the brand you're going for. So let's say you're a parent of an up-and-coming 10-year-old actress and you're learning how to become a professional actor in Hollywood with career dreams of being a series regular on a typical Disney Channel type kids TV show. It's extremely important that you make sure any social media and online presence that exists for your child are representative of the kinds of characters Disney showcases in their shows and films. Innocent, spunky, lively, clean, colorful, happy, bubbly. These are Disney-type characters in that part of Disney, right? We're not talking about Marvel that they acquired later. We're talking about the Disney Channel. Same if you're an adult looking to act on Disney films, like Jungle Cruise or something. Pay close attention to your conduct outside of your acting. And they're likely not going to invite you if they see controversial, irresponsible, unfriendly behavior on your social media. So keep your strong political opinions and pictures of your crazy drunken adventures off of Instagram, all right? I'm not saying you can't go out and have fun if that's the kind of person you want to be in your regular life, but if you put that on social media, you're probably going to fit more into a Warner Brothers film than a Disney film. And honestly, in general, I have to say, your online presence matters in terms of, just getting cast overall. So this is probably good practices for anybody to start looking at their social media as mirrors of who they are in terms of decision makers' abilities or desires to actually hire them. So look at your social media and say, would I hire me if I was a Disney executive? If I saw this and I was casting for a show, would I hire that person for the lead role? Disney loves role models, upstanding citizens, and well-behaved children. Even the rebels in Disney films are innocent to a degree, and kind of harmless, honestly. Like there's never anything really too serious going on. It's more whimsical, okay, and because they know their brand, they're a family brand. And the one thing that Disney will not ever allow is for someone to tarnish their family brands. So there's rarely any real violence, cursing, or drug use in a classical Disney show. Even in the properties they acquired, Simpsons being somewhat controversial through Fox, the Marvel Universe being, a little bit on the violent side, but it's not gory, it's not disgusting kind of language all the time. It still lives within certain, degrees of separation. They're not the same. Marvel and classic Disney films are not the same. They know that, but that's why they kept the two brands separate. Marvel didn't merge and become Disney, right? So, though they own it, that doesn't mean Disney Animation Studios is now going to start incorporating superheroes and intergalactic sort of fights into their everyday films. So, where was I? Yeah, so they rarely showcase obscenities and drug use and stuff in their Disney properties. And even a hint of that in your real world, if that kind of comes out and gets seen, you're just much less likely, probably not likely at all, to get any auditions at all. So, in fine, how to audition for Disney is not really about the audition itself, the process itself, it's more about you as a person and how you portray your life to the outside world. No risks will be taken by the brand, so show them that you are a Disney actor in real life, and you just might get the Disney auditions. And if you're curious about how to find auditions more and like where to find them, I do have another video on the channel about how to find auditions that will be helpful. So check it out on the YouTube channel here. And just keep in mind, there are different properties. You can go on the Disney website. They often cast for work for their live shows and their theme parks on the website. And if you want to get really into the Disney, the auditions for the TV shows and the movies and stuff, you're going to want to connect with an agent who can be the first to know about those things. And in convincing that agent to represent your child or yourself, everything we just discussed is going to be extremely important. They are going to expect headshots and a portfolio and a general presence that makes sense for Disney roles, okay? And people will say, you're more of a Nickelodeon actor than a Disney actor. And if you do your research, you can deduce by yourself what the differences are. So, be vigilant, pay attention to details, and know that the culture and brand of Disney is their most valued asset. Because ultimately, if they start straying from that, they lose the demographic that they have the world's strongest hold on, and that's the family demographic. So, represent family, be positive, be a good role model, be bubbly and fun and happy and exciting to be around and colorful, and be yourself. Don't tone yourself down, and you might actually get through. Good luck.